I hate my life. I'm 40 years old and over 600 pounds now, and I literally feel like I'm falling apart.
Every day when I wake up, I think, do I really have to get up today? Because I'm in pain all day, every day.
Right out of the gate, we are presented with a queen upon her throne of misery. Bethany has successfully outsourced the burden of living to her own children. Her 10-year-old has the distinct honor of dressing her mother's feet, while the older daughter plays the role of house manager and surrogate parent. Bethany claims she feels like a burden, which is the most honest thing she'll likely say. She's not just a burden, she is a black hole of need, devouring her children's youth to fuel her own inertia.
I don't have the food and snacks that I want. So no matter what, I'm making sure we're getting those things. And even though it takes a lot out of me, it's exciting for me because I love it all.
My mom, she used to be able to go to the grocery store and at least ride on the motorized carts. And now she's gotten to the point where she won't even get out of the car.
And now, a masterclass in emotional hostage-taking. Bethany sits parked in the car, a pouting monarch, while her daughter Isabella fetches the instruments of her mother's slow death. Poor Isabella is trapped in a perfect bind. Refuse and face the wrath of a manipulative toddler in a 600-pound body. Comply, and you're the one handing over the poison. This isn't a family, it's a codependent circus, and Isabella is being forced to juggle the knives. How utterly convenient for Bethany.
Life like it is now, where I have to have it. And the first time I remember that being how it was when my mom tried to commit suicide. She tried to take a whole bottle of painkillers at once and end her life. And that not only traumatized me, but afterward I found a letter, and in it, she said I was the reason she wanted to commit suicide.
Ah, the grand trauma reveal. Every tragedy needs its well-rehearsed backstory, and Bethany's is a spectacular double feature of blame and victimhood. A suicidal mother's letter and a violent assault serve as the perfect foundation for a lifetime of excuses. These events were horrible, yes, but now they function as her get-out-of-jail-free card for any and all personal responsibility. Food became her shield, a convenient wall of fat to hide behind so she'd never have to face the world or herself again.
Need to start now.
Okay.
So I'm going to put you in a 1,200 calorie a day, high protein and low carb diet, and it's going to cut your eating back to only 3 times a day, whatever you eat for 20 minutes. That's it. And then I want you to pay attention for the calorie content of what you're eating, and also I want you to pay attention for the type of food you're eating.
Enter Dr. Now, the only person in the room not drinking the Kool-Aid. The irony is so thick you could slice it. A former addictions counselor, Bethany is a textbook case of the very manipulation she supposedly treated. Dr. Now sees right through it and hands her the script. 1,200 calories and a 60-pound goal. This isn't just a diet, it's a reality check delivered with surgical precision. He's essentially daring her to stop playing games, a challenge she has absolutely no intention of accepting.
So I'm in a lot of pain and I'm miserable right now, but I'm really nervous to be back here and find out what progress I made. Dr. Now said I can't get surgery unless I hit the weight loss goal he gave me. And if I didn't, I don't know what that's gonna mean, except that I'm probably not getting surgery. So I just really hope that my progress is enough. Me and Sheldon are back at Dr. Now's for my follow-up appointment, and to hopefully show him that I'm ready for weight loss surgery. At my last appointment, I was 608 pounds.
And here we go, right on schedule, the first spectacular flameout. A measly 14 pounds, when the goal was 60. Her performance is pathetic, a cascade of flimsy excuses about how she's basically been starving herself. The diet must be wrong. Dr. Now, bless his non-existent patience, immediately calls her out on the obvious lies. She's either overeating or snacking, and everyone knows it. This isn't a simple failure, it's a declaration of intent. She is not here to change, she is here for a magic trick.
Get your sleep back out and start gaining again. Once that happens, that will likely be it for you. We won't be able to help you at that point. And then it will be only a matter of time before your weight gain leads to your body giving out. So you need to take this seriously if you don't want that to happen.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll see how you're doing next month, and hopefully you will start to get back on track by then.
The delusion is now reaching astronomical levels. Post-surgery, on a liquid diet, she loses a comical 4 pounds. Her performance of shock is an insult to our intelligence. She has no idea how this is possible. It's truly a medical mystery, folks. She is defying the laws of thermodynamics from her armchair. Dr. Now correctly identifies this as psychological sabotage, but Bethany is sticking to her story. She is a unique medical marvel for whom calories simply do not count. The audacity is breathtaking.
Bethany is starting to head down a very unfortunate and dangerous path. When a patient has their physical drive to eat suppressed with weight loss surgery, eventually they should be able to start to see more clearly the psychological and emotional components behind their eating. But Bethany is refusing.
Surprise, surprise, she returns having actually gained weight. Dr. Now declares the situation really bad, which in his language means you are actively trying to kill yourself. He skewers her magical thinking, explaining that surgery is a tool, not a cure for her deep-seated issues. His ultimatum is clear: get real with therapy or she will eat herself into an early grave. Booking an endoscopy isn't for a medical diagnosis. It's to gather physical proof of her psychological self-destruction.
I'll see the point. So because of that, I'm ready to tell Dr. Now I don't plan on continuing with his program, and I just hope he understands that. I don't want to let him down, but I can't keep doing this. It's just too hard.
Hi, Bethany. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. So you missed your appointment and you wanted this call. So what's going on?
Behold, the grand finale of self-sabotage. After ghosting her appointment, Bethany gets on the phone to officially quit. Her reasoning is a masterpiece of circular logic. The surgery didn't magically vaporize her cravings, therefore the program failed her. It's brilliant, really. She thanks him for his help while simultaneously spitting on his entire philosophy. This isn't a decision, it's a coward's retreat back to the warm, suffocating embrace of her addiction. She has chosen her fate. It's pathetic.
All right, Bethany, let me know if you want us to arrange anything in Oklahoma for you. But I would advise you to at least keep going to therapy over there, and we will continue to provide that. But ultimately, I think it'd be best if you continued with the program and do what you need before it's too late.
Okay, I'll think about it.
And so, we land exactly where we knew we would. Dr. Now delivers the grim, completely unsurprising eulogy. Bethany was never looking for a process. She was shopping for a miracle and refused to do the work. Her quitting is the only possible outcome for someone so committed to their own narrative of helplessness. The episode ends on the chillingly obvious truth. Her body is on a countdown to total system failure. She was given a map and a key, and she chose to burn them both. Utterly predictable.
How are you feeling today?
Hurting. I've had a wound on my leg for over 2 years because of my lymphedema. It just won't heal. So stretched out. So my daughter usually wraps it for me with the trash bag because I can't get it wet or it just gets a lot worse. Then my wife gets my clothes ready, make sure I have everything I need. So when I get out of the shower.
Look at this absolute misery. Michael is a prisoner in a rotting body, unable to manage basic hygiene. We are starting off with the trash bag leg wrap scene, which is the most jarring visual of decay imaginable. His daughter is wrapping his weeping lymphedema wound to keep the shower water out. This isn't just weight, this is physical disintegration. When he mumbles about feeling like an animal, you can feel the genuine self-hatred bubbling up. How far gone must you be to accept this as your daily routine? The sheer struggle to exist is painful to witness.
Michael is hungry all the time, and I have to make sure that Michael gets what he wants to eat when he wants to eat it, or else he'll get very angry. He really gets mad about his food. Like, there's people that are drunks and they're angry drunks. Well, Michael is an angry food addict.
Ronnie explains Michael's terrifying dynamic. He's an angry food addict who lashes out if he doesn't get exactly what he wants. She actively admits she makes him whatever terrible thing he demands just to avoid a screaming match. Are you serious right now? This isn't marriage. This is managing a toddler who weighs 600 pounds. They enable his rage and his inevitable death just to keep the house quiet for 5 minutes. This codependency turns his family into terrified servants, feeding the monster out of fear.
He had rules for everything, including food. And I was just afraid of him being mad at me. I wanted to take all my fear and just eat, but he wouldn't let me. And the way I grew up, I couldn't show emotions. You know, any emotion is a sign of weakness. So I didn't know how to deal with that. And I just bottled up everything inside of me.
The source code of the addiction is revealed here, a childhood steeped in fear. His father demanded total control, making Michael bottle up every single emotion because feelings meant weakness. When the monster was locked up, the eating rampage began. Food became the only thing he could control, the only safe comfort. This is textbook trauma displacement. He learned that the only reliable relationship he could have was with calories, insulating him from the chaotic anger of his youth. It truly explains the deep, desperate fixation.
My wife checks into a hotel. I'm gonna get some food. Let me get number 8, and let me also get 2 number 1s and nachos deluxe. I just want to eat quickly and get to the hotel.
I can tell Michael is about to hit another one of his limits where he eats what he wants to or he gets upset.
Where's DJ? I need him to get my wheelchair real quick so we can get
Barely crossing the Texas state line, already starving and in pain, Michael forces his family to stop roadside for a massive, terrible fast food run. They are 5 miles from the hotel, and he simply cannot wait. This entitlement is shocking. He completely dismisses the immense logistical strain his addiction places on his wife and children. They are sacrificing everything for him, yet he demonstrates zero self-control, feeding his disease roadside. It's a moment of absolute despair for the family's sanity.
Magically fix your eating problem for you? Are you looking for the solution without knowing what the problem is?
Well, I know the problem is, to me, once I eat until I get full. I heard if you get the surgery, you'll eat a little bit and you're full. You'll feel full.
Dr. Now is having absolutely none of Michael's magic surgery fix fantasy. Michael barely scratches the surface of his problem, claiming he just eats until he's full. Dr. Now immediately cuts through the nonsense. Are you looking for the solution without knowing the problem? Period. He smashes the idea that surgery is a cure-all and lays down the hammer. 1,200 calories and 50 pounds off next month, or forget it. The gravity of the situation finally lands, thanks to the doctor's laser focus.
And you still think that someone else is going to do all the work for you. Michael first weighed in at 635 pounds, and to maintain that weight and continue to gain, he had to be eating close to 10,000 calories a day. If he dropped to 1,200 calories like he's supposed to...
Michael reports a meager 16-pound loss, thinking he earned a gold star. Dr. Now explodes with the necessary outrage. 16 pounds when he should have lost 50 shows. He is still cheating and delusional. The doctor issues the ultimate test: lose 100 pounds over 2 months or be completely cut off. This ultimatum, rooted in logic and exasperation, finally jars Michael into realizing the game is over. His family stops catering to him, forcing a desperate, self-directed change.
Not as much as I wanted you to lose, but 84 pounds still show me a good amount of progress. So I'm approving you for weight loss surgery. The first month, Michael had me wondering if he was going to get his act together. But I think he's made it to a good place.
He made it. Against all odds in history, Michael sheds 84 pounds in 2 months. Dr. Now approves the gastric bypass, recognizing the profound effort and compliance. This success is hard-earned. It wasn't easy, and it wasn't instantaneous, proving he finally did the real work. The surgery isn't the magic pill he initially wanted. It's the highly anticipated reward for tackling his addiction head-on. This achievement marks the definitive start of his new life.
And be yelled at in your own home.
Oh, it's awful. I didn't want to cry, but it's just messed up because I don't like to be yelled at. His anger issues have gotten really bad to where the kids and I were just kind of like, we just can't think for ourselves. We can't make decisions for ourselves.
Ronnie finally breaks down in therapy, tearfully articulating how Michael's abusive anger has poisoned their home. She explicitly states how his control issues leave her feeling empty. This is a crucial turning point. The therapist instantly connects Michael's inability to feel anything but rage back to his traumatic, emotionally stunted childhood. He desperately hates the pain, but this catharsis is necessary. He must feel the hurt to disarm the addiction. It is heartbreaking, necessary honesty.
You gotta get it right there.
No, fool, let it go. I went from being constantly miserable and angry to starting to really love my life. My childhood was the reason I got to 600 pounds, and I never want my kids to experience anything like that. So I'm dedicated to keeping the weight off and being the best dad that I can. It's almost going that way, hold on.
The contrast is phenomenal. Michael is down over 200 pounds playing mini golf with his kids, a completely normal father doing normal things. He is active, joyful, and completely mobile, embodying the emotional healing gained through therapy. He has shed the controlling anger, replacing it with present fatherhood. They no longer worry about wheelchairs or whether the floor will crack beneath him. This triumphant finale proves that he successfully disconnected from the past and embraced a future of genuine, hard-won happiness.
It's like I have these 2 huge anchors attached to me that make it almost impossible to move. Anthony!
Yeah.
You come pull me up. My husband does pretty much everything for me. And if he didn't help me out of bed in the morning, there'd be no way I could stand up on my own. Okay, I got it. Every time I take a step, I'm just trying not to fall over.
Tracy's situation is an existential horror show. She describes her lower body as two massive, painful anchors attached to her hips, impossible to lift, making the few steps from her bed to the chair excruciatingly painful. Her life is a vicious cycle of pain and immobility. Look at the intense effort her husband must exert just to help her stand. She is trapped, calling herself a monster, which perfectly captures the self-loathing bred by this physical prison. This existence is torturous and unsustainable.
And to make it worse, we had a male babysitter who'd watch us every now and then, and when he did, he would molest me. That started when I was 3.5 years old, till I was like 6 years old. And he would tell me things like, "Can't tell your mommy and daddy that I do this, because if you do, I'm gonna kill your baby brother." So I never did. And it was around that time when I remember going to food to feel safe.
The trauma disclosure hits like a punch to the gut. Severe physical abuse from her mother, who was also a victim, and sexual abuse from a babysitter who threatened to kill her baby brother. She was forced into silence and compliance at 3 years old. 3 years old. This deep childhood chaos makes food not just comfort, but a psychological lifeline, a sanctuary from her violent reality. Food was safety when her world was violence. It's no wonder the addiction became an unbreakable fortress.
Being her primary caretaker. I cook, I clean, I do basically everything that Tracy needs in the household. In the past, Tracy used to go to the grocery store with me, but lately she has gotten worse, so she doesn't go anymore. She makes the grocery list, and I do the shopping. I think I do enable Tracy a lot.
Her husband Anthony is not only facilitating her bedridden life, but he actively procures her poison. He lists the essentials: brownies, donuts, chocolate cake, and admits she sends him back to the store if he forgets anything. He likes being needed, highlighting a deeply toxic codependency where her illness provides him with purpose. He is enabling her slow death for the comfort of feeling essential. This arrangement is a disaster waiting to happen, fueled by empty calories and emotional need.
Anemia is so severe because of your lifetime of weight gain. So the first thing we need to do is to get your weight down. And the first step will be correct your eating habit. So I'm going to put you on high protein, low carb, 1200 calorie a day diet starting now, okay?
Dr. Now cuts straight through the excuses and the sheer scale of her crisis. He notes her upper body is small, but her legs contain a staggering 300 to 400 pounds of lymphedema fluid. He doesn't offer surgery yet, demanding 50 pounds off first. The good news? He acknowledges the problem is complex. The bad news? Her failure to follow the diet is literally keeping her cellulitis alive, threatening to kill her before she even qualifies for surgical intervention. This ultimatum is a frantic race against the clock.
And then I ate applesauce and bananas and rice, stuff I wasn't supposed to eat, but at least I was like keeping it down and could eat it. I ate rice today, I ain't gonna lie to you, I did.
So you're eating more, but you're still not eating what you're supposed to, and that's why you're not getting any better. And this is a very bad situation. You have had cellulitis infection for 2 months, and the antibiotic helps, but if you don't change your diet like you should,
Tracy finally fesses up on a video call, admitting she ate rice, bananas, and 4 little bitty chocolates to avoid puking. Dr. Now immediately connects the dot. Improper food choices equal persistent cellulitis. You have had cellulitis infection for 2 months. If you don't change your diet like you should, your lymphedema is going to keep getting worse until it kills you. His direct, terrifying diagnosis is the cold water she needs. No more pity parties, just harsh reality. Move to Houston or die at home.
This is just last night, 3 boxes of chocolates.
No, they come with 4 little bitty chocolates in it. It's 160 calories.
Tracy has gained weight because she is overeating. And she's lying to me because she doesn't think this is a serious situation for her. But if she doesn't wake up and take this situation seriously, she's not going to live much longer. Okay, if you don't get your eating under control, your infection will get out of hand and you will die.
The scale doesn't lie, but Anthony does. Tracy gains weight, blaming water retention, but Anthony throws her right under the bus, shouting, "She ate chocolate, 3 boxes of it." While Anthony's outing feels like betrayal, it forces Dr. Now to issue a terrifying final warning. Stop eating poorly or the infection will enter her bloodstream, killing her swiftly. This emotional confrontation shatters their fragile domestic truce and reveals the full extent of her passive self-sabotage.
I have a lymphedema appointment tomorrow, so I don't know how I'm gonna get there
When you told me you couldn't make it, I have things to do tomorrow.
without you hear, then it, worries me because I don't know if I could get in the cab or.
If it's something that you want to do, put your mind to it and stop depending on everybody else.
The marital conflict boils over. Tracy expresses fear about her lymphedema appointment, but Anthony is done catering to her, coldly stating she must stop relying on him. If it's something that you want to do, put your mind to it and do it. Ouch. Is he pushing her toward independence or simply withdrawing because her neediness is overwhelming? Tracy feels abandoned and utterly alone. Dr. Now has to step in, hiring a personal care assistant because her husband refuses to take her to the mandatory medical appointment.
All right, so you almost lost 170 pounds with the diet, which is very good. And your cellulitis is under control. And the fluid removal treatment with the specialist has helped as well. So the next step for you is to have your first skin removal surgery.
Okay.
Oh. And let me look at your lymphedema masses one more time.
Tracy returns victorious, down nearly 170 pounds and miraculously free of the active cellulitis infection. She qualifies not for bariatric surgery, but for the first of many skin removal procedures. Finally, Dr. Now examines her leg, identifying the massive growth to be removed. This surgical intervention is her reward and the only way out of her physical confinement. The immense weight loss on her own proved her dedication, leading directly to this earned, life-altering moment.
I could fit in the front seat.
You're in there good?
Mm-hmm. That is such an amazing thing. It may seem small, but it isn't.
It is kind of special for you sitting up here with me. I'm able to talk to you, hold your hand, and look at things together.
All right. You actually I could actually see the sun and the fruit on the trees and the nice scenery. Every day now, I'm just excited to be trying new things.
2 months post-op, and the change is astounding. Tracy is mobile, smiling, and for the first time, riding in the front seat of the car instead of the cargo area. Her body is beginning to look normal, literally giving her back her self-respect. She's visiting Galveston and embracing life, having pushed through the pain of multiple surgeries. This joyful ending is proof that facing the trauma, coupled with disciplined action, paved the way for her new, fully realized future.
The first thing that happens each morning is I get out of bed and my stomach nearly hits the floor. It just hangs there, and it is putting intense pressure on the rest of my body. Belly is sagging more and more, and it feels like I'm always off balance. Living in my body, it's miserable. Every day, little things are such an issue.
Tammy's description is horrifying. Her stomach hits the floor when she stands, an immense sagging obstacle that puts intense pressure on her entire body. She confesses that the simplest daily movements are monumental struggles. She accurately calls herself a monster built by her own hand, trapped in a physical torment of her own making. The visuals of her enormous, distorted body struggling with the most basic existence perfectly set the tone for the misery ahead. It's truly heartbreaking.
And he collapsed and fell to the floor, had a heart attack, and died. After my father passed away, my life was never the same. My mom just fell apart. She had a hard time getting out of bed, and she went into a deep depression, and it was like I lost my mom too.
The origin story of her addiction is devastating. Her father died right in front of her at age 8, causing her mother to shut down completely. This massive abandonment left Tammy parentless, socially isolated, and turning immediately to food as her only comfort, her friend, her parent, her loved one. This is classic survival eating. At 10 years old, she was buying her own emotional anesthesia at the grocery store because nobody was there to care. The core wound is deep and raw.
Your dynamic at home. Do you get the food for yourself, or is he bringing you and insisting that you eat all that unhealthy food, or are you asking for it?
He never tells me no. I don't think he wants to argue with me.
If I do say no, she gets angry. So instead of arguing with her and fighting with her,
you take the easy way out.
Yeah. Yes, I have.
So you control the situation, right? And James, you help to take care of her.
Dr. Now zeroes in on the enabler, James, forcing him to admit he takes the easy way out by bringing Tammy whatever junk food she wants to avoid conflict. James confesses he is literally catering to her anger and helping her slowly kill herself. Dr. Now labels Tammy's behavior as manipulation, cutting through the entire toxic dynamic in the room. He demands they change the entire foundation of their relationship, ending James's role as passive co-conspirator. It is absolutely necessary reality checking.
Usually you act like I don't do. I have been there for you. Who else has been there for you? Nobody.
I know.
Well, I have been there for the last 7 years, who was the one that's been there for you? Me.
There's been plenty of times I've asked you for help with things.
I mean, I may not be here all the time, 100%, but I have been your backbone for the last 7 damn years.
And I just need you around a little more. I need you to...
The true nature of their relationship is exposed in this ugly argument. Tammy tearfully needs emotional reassurance, pleading for more support. James defensively throws Tammy's homelessness back in her face, practically yelling, "You would be out on the street if it wasn't for you being here." This is utterly shocking emotional abuse masquerading as caretaking. James reveals his resentment and sees her dependence as leverage, shattering any remaining illusion of their loving partnership. This toxicity is a direct threat to her progress.
This is very overwhelming. It's been very discouraging at times, especially these last few days. You know, eventually there is only so much I can take, and eventually I'm going to break. He's abandoning me when I need him the most. I can't move to Houston with Zachary and try to do this all on my own.
James announces he is moving out, leaving Tammy completely alone, throwing her world into chaos right before the move to Houston. The emotional distress is immense, making her feel completely abandoned yet again, a painful echo of her childhood trauma. This huge setback crushes her hope of reaching her last chance for help. She is completely overwhelmed and knows this could easily send her spiraling back into old habits, effectively rendering a death sentence. The stress is almost unbearable.
Whatever. Message me when you find out anything.
I'm really upset right now. I can't believe James won't come in to see the doctor with me. The whole point of being here was to support me through this process. This moment means everything to me, and James is sitting in the car.
Tammy Morrell?
I have been trying so hard to lose weight. I was 549 last time.
After managing to lose over 50 pounds on her own, Tammy arrives at the clinic only to find James sitting outside and refusing to come in. He claims she needs to start doing things alone, conveniently forgetting his promise of support. Tammy is visibly wounded, forced to face this huge moment completely alone. It completely validates her worst fears about his abandonment, making her victory feel empty. The lack of emotional comfort in a moment of triumph makes her emotional recovery seem impossible.
Well, you're so stubborn you wouldn't let me take you to the hospital.
Shut up.
Let's see how it works the next couple of days. Don't keep grumpy.
I'm just processing everything. Can you just give me a few minutes to process it all? Okay? I'm disappointed.
I know you are.
And you're just sitting there harping on me about what I should have did.
Just when Tammy manages to pull herself together emotionally and physically, overcoming the drama with James and losing enough weight, a medical crisis strikes, fainting while doing laundry. The moment is heartbreaking because James instantly reverts to shouting orders at her instead of checking on her. Dr. Now quickly diagnoses pneumonia, canceling the approved surgery, pushing the finish line back indefinitely. This cruel setback is a devastating blow after everything she sacrificed.
They said you look normal and you kept up with your weight loss. So I'm approving you for weight loss surgery.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And we'll get you in tomorrow so you don't have to wait anymore. Okay?
All right, thank you.
Y'all have a good day.
Against all odds, Tammy manages to maintain her weight loss and clear the pneumonia. Dr. Now is impressed and, finally, approves her surgery, scheduling it for the very next day. This moment of pure vindication and relief is the culmination of months of sacrifice, loneliness, and determination. She earned this second chance, shedding the toxic baggage and emotional crutches. Her perseverance is finally rewarded, opening the door to a physical and emotional liberation she desperately needs.
So you lost almost 250 pounds. Well, how's your life changed since you started the program?
I mean, I can do so much. Just getting out, doing things, not having to depend on people, just, take care of myself. I don't have to have somebody else take care of me. Doing things with my son, Zachary. It's really great. It's incredible.
1 year later, Tammy is down almost 250 pounds, successfully navigating life post-surgery and, most importantly, finally free and independent. She boasts about grocery shopping and doing things with her son, proudly stating she no longer needs anybody to take care of her. Dr. Now confirms she will be ready to remove the massive abdominal mass soon, setting her goal weight at 170 pounds. Her incredible journey proves that breaking free from toxic relationships was the key to saving her own life.